All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible weekend. Good morning, Peter. How are you doing today?
I am great, Carlos. Had a wonderful weekend. How was your weekend?
Weekend was good, man. Weekend was great. Spent time with the family, did a bunch of day trips, and had a good time. Had some good weather. Can't complain, man. It was awesome. How about yours?
You know what? I had went out to dinner with friends a couple of times. Had family over, played some pickleball. It was a good weekend. Watched some movies. Nice.
Speaking of movies, man, I went to the movie theater yesterday to watch Kung Fu Panda. Man, it was nice. It was nice. I haven't been to movie theaters in a very long time. I took my daughter. It was awesome, man. It was empty. It was three of us, but it was great, man. It was great.
It's got to be tough. I went with a buddy on Thursday to see Dune 2, which I know has been out for like a little over a month, right? So
yeah.
But as you say, like the movie theater was half empty when I was there, and I was thinking, I don't know if this is worth the experience because with tickets and I just bought like some snacks. $50 later, I'm like, I could have rented this at home for like $18 or something. I'm thinking, and that's expensive.
Yeah. It is. I mean, hey, Peter, somebody's got to pay for the empty seats, right? That's what's going on here. My ticket was 18. Yeah. My daughter she's 11. She's 10, turning 11. So her ticket was like $3 less. I mean, it's expensive.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm just glad I'm not running a movie theater right now. It's tough.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's for sure. Friends, let's get to what's going on here this morning. Our gappers list, as you can see on the screen, we got a couple of things on there on the Gap Up, Mara Coin, Clean Spark. So a couple of Bitcoin tickers on deck there, and you can see that we had the halvings. It was last week over the weekend. I don't know the exact time, but that took place, and obviously things are up this morning. Now, I would think it will be up, right? Because, and I want to get into the Bitcoin situation here, but the halving should make it Bitcoin more valuable. Whoever has a Bitcoin, right? Because now it's harder to get, right? The value should go up because the supply is drying up, I would think. So that would make sense if I understand that correctly.
The Bitcoin value theoretically should go up, correct? Of course, the cost, the premium to mine it actually has halved, right? So you don't get paid as much, if you will, or it's not as lucrative to mine it. Don't forget,
right,
it's also getting so much more difficult. So I don't know. I don't look. Bitcoin prices are mysterious, and price action is even more so. So who knows?
Yeah. But there you have it, friends. Obviously, a lot of those in play this morning. I don't see coin on the list, but it's I'm sure we'll look at that one. And then gapping down, we got a bunch of other tickers. I see some mining company here as well, so we'll dive into that. All right, but before we do so, guys, let's get to the market pulse and see what's happening today. We have a big week coming up too. Looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, well, this will be fast. There is absolutely no economic event scheduled for today. It's pretty light. I did take some time and I looked at the international, the futures in the marketplace. Actually, oddly, we're green pretty much everywhere. I wasn't expecting a green Monday, but we're green at least in all the commodity markets, all the equity markets. I mean, some of the commodities are mixed. Natural gas is actually up, which normally going into the spring we see a drop in natural gas prices, but seems to be good today. Whereas oil is down slightly this morning, and precious metals seem to be a little mixed all over the place. So I don't know. It's fairly quiet on this Monday. I was hoping, I'm hoping that the stocks will pick things up. Maybe we'll rely on a couple of them, like Tesla. We'll be talking about Tesla for sure to keep the market running here, because it's otherwise from a news front it's pretty quiet. So because last week was fairly quiet, at least into the close, and let's see what we get today.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. If not today, I know earnings are going to pick up heavily this week as we get into. I think part of a big chunk of the Magnificent Seven will be reporting later this week, so we'll have some fun to look at as we get into it. All right, friends. Control A, Control X is going to clean up our watch list this morning, and as you can see here, let's look at the first one. TRSG does not sound too familiar. Tongue Gray International. And it doesn't sound familiar because it looks like it's a recent IPO, Peter. It just opened up on Friday. So not a whole lot to go by at the moment.
I really don't remember this being on my list. Oh, no, it was on my list. All right. So there you go. It was on my list. I don't remember it opening, though. But yeah, I've got no news. No analysts follow it. It's probably just up because it was actually down on its opening day. A little bit of a bounce back here. So,
all right.
Nothing exciting.
Yeah, nothing exciting. We'll move on to the next one. All right, so we talked about Bitcoin a little bit. We got Riot, CleanSpark, Mara coming up now, and we'll look at coin as well. So again, slightly up. Riot up 5.1 and 1.4 million shares traded. Is usually not my favorite to go to on this one. I prefer either Mara or coin, so I'm going to jump right to those now. Let's take a look at Mara today. So Mara is up 3%, 1.2 million shares traded. I think it's worth watching this, Peter, just to see, what's going to happen out of it today and coming into this week.
Yeah, Bitcoin, we have to keep in mind the actual Bitcoin prices tend to move outside of the trading hours. So over the weekend, we did have some movement on Friday. It did move up early morning on Friday, but not during the market hours. So, Bitcoin is still down. It's about 65. Yes, well, almost $66,000. It was over 66 earlier this morning. But, that's down from a peak where it was at a couple weeks ago. I'm just looking back here. Where was it? What was the high here on Bitcoin? It was a couple weeks ago, 73,000. So we're still down a little bit off those highs, 73, 74. So yeah, maybe it'll move, but again, keep in mind the majority of the movement tends to happen outside of hours. So yeah, let's see, Mara or coin might be okay to watch this morning. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a relatively light list, so we'll have room.
Yeah, I agree. Coin's another one. It's not making our list because the volume is only at 195. So again, not great volume at the moment. I'll add this as a secondary. Mara looks better just because of the volume. Right now at 1.2. So we'll keep Mara on deck. And the day looking very clean on Mara. Also had a big day on Friday and looking to continue that. And that covers our gap up list, guys. So not a whole lot there. IREN. I missed this one. Let's see what this is about. Oh, Iris Energy. Yeah, we've seen this plenty of time. Doesn't trade very well. Doesn't get great volume. So I usually end up keeping it off my list. Peter, I'm not sure if you have anything different on this, but most likely this will not be added today.
All right. No, I don't like trading it, and it doesn't usually have good news.
Yeah, looks pretty bad. Let's go to some EVs here. Lee, it's a few of them actually on here. We got Tesla, we got XPEV. We actually, the majority, Rivian that we trade, or at least are on here. We'll start with Lee this morning, down 8.5. Ouch. 359,000 shares traded. Peter, this just keeps dropping, man. There's no support level holding this thing down or up, and we're down again here. So what's going on with the EV world this morning?
Well, they followed Tesla's lead and cut their prices. So whenever you cut their car prices, of course, the stock doesn't like it because that means you're making less for your invested dollars. So Lee announced that they were cutting their prices in the Chinese market by about 5% on 4 different models, which will reduce their operating profits. So that's why Lee is gapping down today.
Yeah, man, nice gap here. It doesn't really have the volume, but I wish they would trade better. They haven't. XPEV and Lee both, not great traders anymore. So
I wish they would trade better.
Yeah, I wish they would, man. Tesla's the one I'm going to add to the list. Obviously, let's go to that one as we're speaking about EV here. Tesla this morning, again, down 4%. Great volume, 3.4 million shares traded. What is this? The race fastest to zero? I mean, geez. Peter,
Yeah,
what's going on here?
there is nothing good happening with Tesla these days. It has been a tough slog for them, and it's not likely to get any better. So tomorrow after the close is when they have earnings. So we still have 2 more trading days to get through before we get to Tesla's earnings. But it looks like people are positioning. The expectation is that Tesla's earnings are going to be down by almost 40%. As we've seen a decline in car sales, and they're expecting the margins to be tightening. Nobody's expecting anything good out of Tesla, which is not the normal. Normally you get at least a mix of opinion. Right now, everybody seems to sort of be bearish on Tesla. However, it's worth keeping in mind, right? There's that axiom or saying in the market: when everybody thinks one way, it's often worth doing the opposite. So I'm not suggesting you go long on Tesla at this point, but I am saying you be very suspicious, because when everybody just thinks Tesla's going to drop and they're going to have bad earnings, there is an opportunity for this thing to do something unexpected. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, Tesla's like over the weekend, it just seemed like there was article after article just doom and gloom, right? Tesla's profits dropping, maybe going negative for the first time, or at least their growth going negative for the first time in 4 years. They're talking about chaos in the office as Elon keeps pushing his robo-taxi vision, which doesn't really have any approval in any region. There's not a clear strategy for it. I mean, this feels sort of like Tesla. They've done this many times before, right? Where Elon's had all these big ideas, and they seem to be very chaotic until they actually happen or never happen. There's also, of course, the drop in prices that are people talking about, the departure of a couple of executives on the Tesla side that had been at the company for 18 plus years. Like it just seemed to me every time I looked, there was another article finding a reason to be grumpy with Tesla. So I mean, look, whatever happens, I think it's a tradable stock. So we're going to keep a close eye on it here for sure, because, I mean, look at this morning already. What are we at? 3.5 million shares traded, right? It's tradable. So, we got to keep an eye on it no matter which way you think it's going to go. But I will say, just be cautious about that directional bias. I mean, yes, all the news seems negative, but things can do make surprising moves when everybody's pushing it one way. So.
Yeah, I agree. Man, listen, you said it best last week, where when something is really high, well above their value, nobody's thinking about valuation. When it's down here, everybody's trying to think about valuation, see how I can make it go up, right? Just be careful.
Right.
This thing is not looking too hot right now. I don't know. But for day trading, will be awesome. I think we'll get some plays here. Got great volumes going to be on our list this morning. One of our good.
Well, exactly to that point, Carlos. Actually, this morning I was looking at an article where they said, well, Tesla at whatever their valuation, they're still 9 times the valuation of Ford. Is that warranted? They've lost $350 billion worth of market cap over the last little while. And I'm thinking, like, again, when they were like 18 times the value of Ford, everybody said, yeah, it's not relative. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Suddenly now, like you said, they're making comparisons again. So it's, I love analysts, and it's all crazy, right? Like,
it really is. It really is. This is where day trading becomes so nice, because again, you don't really care too much about the swing. Exactly. This affects more swing traders. I mean, it could affect day traders too if you get stuck in a really stubborn situation where you want it to go one way and it doesn't. So you got to be careful also. But man, yeah, swing trading this thing right now or investing in it is it's a tough buy at the moment. All right, so that is EV, guys. We looked at most of them. Tesla's the one that looks the best one, the one with the volume. That's the one I'll be keeping an eye on. I'm going to come back up. There's a few more we did not look at. MNDR is one of them. I think we saw this maybe last week. I think I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now.
Yeah, it's a Singaporean company, Mobile Health Network Solutions. There doesn't seem to be much coverage nor any news on it, so I don't know what's going on. But it's probably just a pullback after the rise that it had on Friday, whatever the cause of that rise on Friday was.
Yeah, and after hours had a really nice pop, but again, it just doesn't look good, guys. We'll skip this. In fact, we'll give this a nice little garbage truck. For the way we trade, looks brutal. So stay away from that. All right, let's take a look at the next one, HMY. So this is Harmony Gold Mining, and there's a few on here that I saw earlier. But this is on deck and obviously taking a dive down 6.4, 243,000 shares traded. Big drop for them, Peter. Anything worth talking about on this one?
Well, I mean, gold prices are down about 2% so far this morning, or about $50 an ounce. So I think that we're seeing some of the gold miners trade as the commodity price has dropped over the weekend and is coming into the market pretty weak.
All right.
You can see AG on the list, by the way, which is a silver miner. Silver prices are also down. They're down even a little more, 4% so far this morning. So yeah, we're seeing some of those. Copper is up. Live cattle and lean hogs are up, in case anybody cares. You need to know that. But precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, all down this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't trade these. So anyone in chat, I'm asking our YouTube channel, so in our members tab, anybody trade these at AG, HMY? What's the other one here? Is gold one of them? I mean, because we could be missing out on something here, Peter, right? And maybe these are good intraday trading stocks, but for the most part, does anybody trade this? I don't see anybody responding, so I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's. Yeah. All right. So
there's some swing trades. I know.
yeah,
Well, Jared and others swing
Jarish,
traded.
yeah.
Brian does as well. So,
Well, Brian
but,
trades everything. Brian, if it's Brian, you can't go by Brian. He trades everything. Which, by the way, happy birthday to Brian. Today's what I
apparently it
believe
was
is
his
his
birthday.
birthday.
I
Yeah,
think it was actually yesterday. I'm not sure,
yeah,
but
yeah. I don't know if it was today or yesterday because the message came in like around 12ish, so you couldn't tell if it was for Sunday or for
yeah,
today. And they're in California time. But yeah, so
yeah.
happy birthday to him today or yesterday. Happy birthday either way. So we'll see him a bit on later today, or is he still on vacation? Right. I believe.
Leland, that was a joke. He turned 40. He's probably closer to turning 40 twice than
Yeah,
than
yeah,
actually
yeah.
turning
But
40.
he looks very good for his age, man. He takes care of himself, so that's good
Yep.
for him. All right, let's take a look here. CNHI. What is this? Industrial Netherlands, looks like foreign type ticker, down 4.6, 300,000 right now. Again, another one that just doesn't look great. So we'll skip on this one as well. Peter, let's go
Yeah,
to you,
it's
man. What do you like this morning?
look, it's CNHI, which is CNH Industrial, a farm equipment company out of the UK. Look, they've got increased competition from Deere. Their CEO just left, which is the main news this morning. They got a downgrade, by the way, by Bank of America. So yeah, I guess a couple of pieces of bad news. I would not touch it. I'm
Yeah,
not even.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mess with that. Peter, question in chat. When you're looking at news tickers, what do you use? TradingTerminal.com or something else? What's your go-to?
For the news, I usually
Yeah.
call up the news. If you go into Trading Terminal, where I normally go is if you actually click on the news tab, and then it's sort of in the middle. I don't know what to call it, middle right of the page. I don't know if you can show. Yeah, right there.
Right
If
in
you type
here.
in
Yeah.
right in there, yeah. Type in any ticker symbol. So type in CNHI, for example, since we were just looking at that.
Which one? Oh, yeah. CNHI.
Yeah, that we were just looking at. And then you can call up sort of the immediate headlines on CNHI and see what's going on with it. So I find that's the fastest way to get the tickers.
Yeah, yeah. I think this needs to be highlighted because some people don't know about this little area here. I know John was talking about
Yeah.
it. That's the first time I found out about it, was that John mentioned it. People usually tend to
Okay.
go up here. That takes you
Right.
somewhere
Exactly.
else. Yeah, that's a good feedback for our team. We'll let them know that. Maybe put something on there, just stand out a little more. But now you know that's where we go to get the latest and greatest right away. All right, looking at here, guys, we have so far Mara and Tesla on our main list. Secondary list, I have Coin here just in case it gets going. Let's keep going to our chat and see what you guys like today. So looking here in our Bear Bull Traders chat, let's see what tickers you guys like. Snap, yes, I saw Snap, and I was going to get to as well because someone in our YouTube chat also mentioned it. Snap this morning up 4%. We'll see what the news is on it. 252,000 shares traded. What are your thoughts, Peter? What's moving this today, or why are you guys mentioning it? Because you obviously have something on it, right? Some news, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would have thought Snap would be positive. I mean, the talk of they still haven't banned TikTok, across the U.S.,
Oh,
but
is that
they're they're,
this? Yeah,
they're,
yeah,
they're saying that might look more likely as the you know politicians continue to discuss it. Snap is up. Well, maybe that's why. I guess it's up a little bit this morning. So Snap and others, right, would benefit if TikTok gets banned. I
yeah,
don't know that
yeah.
that's going to happen this week, though. I don't
I
know.
could
It's
see
going.
other platforms doing much better. I mean, Snap. I
Yeah.
can't see the TikTok crowd going to Snap. The closest thing to it is Instagram Reels. Probably the closest things to what TikTok
Mm,
does. But we'll see.
okay.
Um, we'll see how that goes.
It is
Uh,
supposed to be this week that the expectation
yeah.
is this will go to the Senate for a vote. So we'll
Oh,
see if
okay.
that
Yeah.
happens. And yeah, Snap does have earnings as well later this week. Although Snap's earnings I don't know, recently they haven't really been a big event, right? They don't move the ticker that much. But yeah, I mean, look, if it could be in play, it doesn't have a lot of pre-market volume, but it is a NYSE stock, which means that you would expect the volume to be a little lower pre-market. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily representative of how it'll move. So I don't know. I mean, if you guys say, look, we don't have much on the list, can't hurt to set some levels and be ready just in case something happens with it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. We'll have it on here, and I guess we'll have to be looking out for news on this, man. If news breaks out any earlier than whatever, then that can get going. But not sure how much it's going to drive it. All right, so we'll keep that one on deck. What else we have? I see Riot. We did look at Riot. Let's check Riot for example. Are you talking about the news? Oh yeah, if you look at Riot, you can pull it up there. I won't do it here. But you can pull up Riot here this morning. But I think that one could be overall just Bitcoin news, So Bitcoin is up. So sometimes you might not find specific news to something, but if you look at this list here, you have Riot, you have Mara, you have Clean Spark, I believe the name is. Coin now making its way in here. So you might not have specific news for Riot. It's just could be the overall sector moving up here, right? So that
Right.
that could be the case in a situation like that. Over back to our
One
chat.
that
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say one that jumped onto our list here that I was going to mention anyways. Verizon, VZ.
Hmm.
They had earnings this morning, missed on revenue, beat on top line. They've done a good job on managing the analysts because the headlines are they lost less subscribers than forecasted. So
Hmm.
and they're able to go up. So it means they still lost subscribers, but less than forecasted because they implemented some flexible plans, I guess. Anyways, Verizon had earnings and good volume so far pre-market. Verizon's not always an awesome trader, but maybe today we don't have a lot else on the list. Might be worth setting some levels just in case it decides to make some fun moves.
Yeah, I agree. I'm wondering how many of these companies that have subscribers are going to do the Netflix move and start not reporting that. So Netflix was
Mm,
on the radio today. Remember, they're not reporting their subscribers anymore. They're just going to do whatever is mandatory for their earnings, which is revenue. The financial stuff. But yeah, that's
right.
interesting. I guarantee some of these other places, Disney and other streaming, are going to follow that. I won't be surprised. All right, so there we have it, guys. So SMCI is another one being mentioned in chat. And we'll look at some other semis. Semis obviously have been very, very active. They get tons of volume. So SMCI this morning, if we look at this one, it is wow. Again, the big drop on Friday. We are
Yeah, big
down,
drop.
yeah, 4%, 5%. Someone asked earlier in chat, they have a position, they're stuck up here somewhere in 1030. And my question to them, I don't know if they
Oof.
responded, was, what was your exit plan, right? Because he's asking us, should he stick with it or not?
Yeah.
And whatever we tell you, we're gonna be wrong because the market loves to prove me and Peter wrong. So if we tell you stick with it, it's gonna continue to drop, and if I tell you get rid of it, it's gonna come back up and hit all time high. So either way, I'm gonna be wrong. It's not a bet that we're willing to take. But what was your exit plan, right? That's the key thing here. We can't tell if
Yeah.
it's gonna go back up or not. So that's gonna be important. Peter, you gonna say something
Yeah.
else?
Look, yeah, the general strategy, we will never tell you exactly what to do with any offering, but I would say, like Carlos said, you should have had a plan. If you don't have a plan or you're beyond the boundaries of the plan you established for yourself, you really should then exit a trade and reevaluate, right? And if the reevaluation says it makes sense to take a trade, then you take another trade, right? But you need to have a strategy and a plan that you're executing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
otherwise, you don't know what to do, right? Which is often leads to these types of situations. So, but you're right. SMCI, just general on this sector, bad day on Friday for the sector. SMCI and NVIDIA were the two that were biggest hit. NVIDIA just had a horrible day. I was telling people in the room on Friday, I had what I thought what was an awesome trade on NVIDIA. I shouldn't say thought. I had a great trade on NVIDIA. I got $30, a $30 move on it, and
Nice.
I was ecstatic. I've got to admit, I got in somewhere at 826. I don't even remember where I got in. 836. Looking back at my notes here, 836 for a short, and I got out just around 800, and I thought, man, like awesome move. By the end of the day, NVIDIA was down $60, right? Like I just and you know how I love trading. I love trading so much because you can have an awesome trade and completely independent of my trade, if it had gone back up, I would have actually felt better than it continuing to drop, because then you're thinking, oh, I could have just held on to it, right? So I should still be very happy about the trade, because it was a fantastic trade. I made 18R, which is the way we measure, a little over 18R, 18 and a half, which as we measure our risk is like 18 times the original risk I took. So it was a great trade for me, but then you watch the thing keep going. You're like, why didn't I hold on to some? Because I didn't reasonably expect it to go down that. So I stuck to my plan. I achieved the results and still felt bad about it. Crazy trading, isn't it? But anyways, NVIDIA I expect to be in play again today. So everybody, I'm going to put it on my list, because I think we're going to want to keep an eye on it just to see what it does. Is it a rebound day? Does it continue to go down? I have no clue, but I'm going to watch it to see what the market tells me. So.
Yeah, I like it too. The volume here is insane. 2 million, 1.2 up this morning. Again, bouncing back from Friday's huge drop there. So that's a good one. And also, if you like wrong data here. If you like SMCI, you can add that one to the list. I prefer NVIDIA a little bit better, so I'll have that on the main list, and then SMCI on my secondary list this morning, which again also had a really bad drop on Friday. We'll see how that plays out today after the market open. All right, friends, what else you guys like this morning? Clean Spark. Yeah, that's another one. CLSAK, right? That is a Bitcoin play as well. So you can look at this one, all slightly up this morning. I do have Mara, I do have coin on here for me, but Bitcoin, we'll see what comes out of that today as well. Over in our YouTube chat, what do you guys like this morning? SMCI, we did look at. Raya, we did look at. Let's see here. Brian is the GOAT. Yes, he is. What else, friends? I think that's it over on our YouTube chat. I don't see any of the ticker. Snap, we did take a look at. What do we think about SoFi? Let's see SoFi this morning. We are, it doesn't look great pre-market. So again, I know this is a ticker that can trade well. People like to trade this ticker. I don't personally like it, but pre-market right now, it's not giving you a whole lot besides this daily level that we have going on here. Pre-market is pretty dead. So I won't add it to my list, but if you have space on yours, you can put it on there, see if volume comes in and gets that going any direction. And why is NVIDIA dropping? Flat Rock, or is that another ticker? AVDA. I assume you mean NVIDIA, but let's just double check. Yeah, you meant NVIDIA. It's not coming up. All right, Apple. Yes, let's take a look at Apple this morning. Another one that's fun to watch. Last week had a rough week. Look at the drop here. Had a big day here on the 11th, and it just gave it all back, and then some. So I think Apple is interesting, worth watching on this list this morning. So I'll add it on here. 487,000 shares traded right now. So I think that looks interesting. Could be more, but not too bad at the moment. All right, that is all we have. I don't see anybody else throwing any tickers. Again, it's somewhat of a quiet morning, but that's going to pick up as we get into earnings. Yeah.
If we're okay, Carlos, let me do something a little different then. Alexander's asking a question, asking if I could share my journaling process. And
yeah, you have it up.
Not something we normally do here, but let me do that for you. So let me just bring it onto my screen here, and Carlos can share that. So, well, that quality is a little lower there. All right, that's okay. So I've got a weird process. I actually journal in 3 places. I journal on an online journaling tool. where it helps me with statistics and analysis. I journal in a spreadsheet where I really keep my profit and loss net earnings that I use. And then my main journal is this one, which is actually a PowerPoint document, just because I'm just used to using PowerPoint. It's something that I've used for years, so I'm very comfortable with it. I have two main sheets that I use every single day. This would be what I consider my cover sheet, and on it, you can see I've got my watch list. I put the date at the top. I list whatever IPOs, and then importantly for me in the red here, I journal not the number of wins and losses. I don't care about that. What I actually write here is the how many trades I took and how many of those followed my strategy. So the X/X would be if I took 8 trades, I might give myself a 6 out of 8, where 6 I followed my process, my strategy perfectly, and 2 of them I didn't. So it gives me an area of focus. The percentage that I have here of trades taken, well, you can see in the yellow up top here, I still record to this day the number of trades that I missed. How many met my strategy, but I made the decision not to enter because I trade what the outcome is, win or lose, because I want to know, did I make a good decision not to take the trade? In my mind, and because I'm also an under trader, right, I want to evaluate where I made decisions not to enter. Was that a good decision, or was I nervous, or did I just not trust myself, right? As Leland is saying, take the damn trade, TTDT. That's one of my sayings, so you bet. And that's so I track that and say, well, what percentage of the trades I saw did I actually take, and was that a good decision or not? So that's important for me. And then you can see I put some notes at the end of the day. In here, I have some pre-market notes that I have that are important to me. Because things that I need to do every morning, right? I stretch, I have my mindfulness moment, I play my affirmations off of my phone, and then I take a little pause. Right after we finish this show, my alarm goes off at 9:25. It reminds me to stop, breathe, because sometimes after the show we get really busy, and I don't want to just run into the market without a plan. So it reminds me to take a pause. What is my plan for the day? What am I trading? What am I looking for? What is my expectation? And then I wait and see if it happens or not, right? So I can execute my strategy. Some notes on what my goals are for the day here at the bottom. You can see these are my notes for today. And then some things that I fill out at the end of the day, right? I have a rating scale where win or fail. You can see that I take between 2 and 8 trades. How many trades met my strategy? Anyways, I won't read them all, but you can see my objectives. It's not easily readable there, but hopefully you can. My targets for the day. You can see, if I'm not feeling good, I always have this as a default. I haven't updated this yet for this morning, but my per trade risk by default is at only $20. $20 risk, that's it. Now, normally I trade $200 risk. So what I do is I make myself go in and change that to remind myself of the risk that I'm taking, right? So basically my trade risk would go to 200. We could do it right here, right now, right? This is what I would normally do if I'm updating it. My daily profit then is a target of 500, and my stop loss is 3. So that basically means that I get 2 losing trades. You notice that my daily stop loss is only 1.5 times my trade risk. So basically, if I lose 2 trades, I'd be over my stop loss, and therefore I'd be out. So that's sort of how I work it, not traditional, but it's how I do it. And then you can see I have a place where I rate my mental state, my trading effectiveness. My mental state I do before the open. My trading effectiveness I do after the open, right? So how did that mental state affect how I was trading? The purpose of all of this is just to keep me mindful of what I'm trying to accomplish and the rules by which I'm looking to do it. That's my objective, right? When did I take breaks over the day? I put this in, and then what happened? Did I have a meeting? Did I get distracted? Did I have to go take care of something for the kids, right? This is all part of my process to try and keep me mentally focused, because I struggle with that. And then on each stock that I trade, I have a sheet like this. It's pretty basic. You can see this sheet. It really, here's what it looks like when I put charts in. I basically have a 5 and a 15-minute chart I put in for the day, and then a 1 and a 2-minute chart. You can see this is from last week sometime, or the 11th. I guess that's almost 2 weeks ago now. And you can see all the trades I took on Apple, for example, right? So I would go and put notes in here. Clearly, I didn't complete my journal on this Thursday. But I have some notes that I would put in here. I know, look at that. It ain't bad. So let me just bring this to the front. You can see I put for each trade, what was my risk? What was the trade strategy or pattern I was looking to follow? I just put some commentary, my entry and exit. Notice there's no numbers in this. I've got other tools. I've got my online trading journal that I use to keep the actual technical data, because a computer can analyze that and keep that for me more effectively. I don't recreate this. What I do is, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What was my approach? That's what I put in this journal. So hopefully that gives you an idea of maybe a different way to journal. That's what I do in my journaling. So if that gives you any help, great. And if you have questions, by the way, we're always happy here to answer your questions. So feel free at any time to send me a question. Peter@bearbulletraders.com. Happy to help you out. So there you go.
Peter,
Give you an
do you have
idea.
do you have a copy of that people can get as well? Like,
I
not
do
yours, but like a
actually. Yes.
template, like a template. That'd be nice. I'm sure some
Yeah,
people want to
I've got
get a
the
copy
raw
of that.
template of that I've put into my Google Drive that is shareable. So absolutely, if you want it, just email me at peter@bearbulletraders.com. I'll be happy to send you the link to the template, and you can download it for yourself if it's something you want.
Yeah, yeah. All right, friends, there it is, peter@bearbulletraders.com. You can get a copy of that. All right, at the moment, guys, we like Mara, Tesla, Verizon, NVIDIA, and Apple. Secondary list, SMCI, Snap, and Coin. And I think that will do it for today. Tesla and AMD. Yeah, CompuCare, I do have Tesla on here. Tesla, it's, man, that's that is our number one ticker this morning. This looks very, very nice. 4.1 million shares traded below 150. I would have lost the bet on this if I said it's going to go to 140 in such a short period of time. I mean, it is just insane what we're seeing here. But it's providing great trading opportunities. We hope to see some of that today as well as we're continuing to drop here. So on deck this morning as well. And then AMD, I did not look at AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. Tons of volume as well. Yeah, AMD could be good. I do have NVIDIA on here, which also has amazing volume. We could put AMD as a secondary, right? We'll put it as a secondary here for now. And we can always switch to that one if one of these is not trading well, especially Verizon. Verizon is in play today, but it's one that tends to be a little more choppy. So I'll be looking at that closely and taking it off the list, replacing it with anything on our secondary list if that is not doing very well at the market open. But again, tons of volume for a NYSE stock to be at 1.3 this morning. It's pretty good. All right, friends, let's get to community events and announcements to show you what's happening for today, which is beautiful Monday as we start this week. Let's get to that, and then we'll come back and look at what's happening for well, where's my ticker here? For the rest of the week as well. We'll give you the whole entire rundown. So here we go. Get this over to Peter. There it is.
All right, so we have, as always, a slate of activities that go from Monday to Thursday that we do every week here at the Bear Bull Trading Community. We start Mondays always with our onboarding class. The weekend, we tend to get a lot of new members, and it's a good opportunity for you to get oriented with all that you can get out of the room. If you've got questions that you want, just questions about setup or configuration, or how should I start on trading, even if you've got questions about some trading specifics, if you've got a little more experience, join the onboarding class. You'll find some valuable information there, and you get to talk with Carlos some more. So it's a win-win. That happens tonight, Monday at 8 o'clock. So join us in the onboarding room, and you can participate in that webinar. Tuesday, we focus on strategy and trade book every single Tuesday. And this week, we're very happy to have Paris leading the way with his course on how to unlock your psychological insights that he has embedded in his chart strategies. So he'll be sharing that with you at 8 o'clock tomorrow, the 23rd. And then next week, hey, look, Carlos is back. Next week on the 30th, Carlos will be sharing his 5-minute ORB strategy and how he leverages that to master momentum in the market. So that'll be on the 30th, as I mentioned, once again, at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, we focus on psychology. This Wednesday, so 2 days from now, Randy Howell will have his webinar at 8 o'clock, who says, I love his titles. Why can't I stick to my rules when I get in a trade? He'll talk about that. We've all asked ourselves that at different points in our trading. He will share some insights on how maybe you help manage that. And then next week, Dr. Kenneth Reed will be leading the 1st of May on increasing your discipline. So those are our 2 upcoming psychology webinars. Thursdays are always mentorship. So every week we do 3 mentorship sessions starting at 11 a.m. with John. And then we moved at 2 o'clock to Megan and Jared, if we can scroll up there, Carlos. on options, and then Thor does the evening session at 8 p.m. So there's the times there for all of our elite members. Everyone can join, and we encourage you to join. John's session is great if you've got. It's usually a small group. He encourages, especially those that are relatively new to room, to have a place where you could ask your questions and feel comfortable. We're not in front of hundreds or thousands of people, right? It's just a few dozen. So it's a good opportunity for that. The options session is where you can focus strictly on options with Jared and Megan. And then, of course, Thor comes with this high energy review of stocks and trades. There's always lots of people with lots of trades to share. So you can learn a lot, right, about how other people are trading, what they're seeing, and then Thor's analysis of those trades. So it's great opportunities. All right, so those are our community events. If you want information, we've been talking about it this morning. TradingTerminal.com is where we go in the mornings here to get the scanners, to understand what the gappers list looks like. You can use it throughout the day to get information on the markets and what's moving. It's completely free and available. It also has news like we were talking about. Don't forget, click on the news at the top of that screen there, and then go to the middle of the page. That's the best place to get real quick news on any ticker you're looking at. But of course, we also have the calendar of events. Right, I checked that this morning to make sure I knew where Tesla's earnings are, which is after the close tomorrow. And like Carlos said, we do have a bunch of earnings coming up this week. So things will pick up. A little slow today, but it'll pick up later this week. So check it out. TradingTerminal.com will make sure you stay abreast of all of the information. If you want to join us here at the Bear Bull Trading Community, we'd love to have you. We have a number of membership options from our intro offer, which is normally $39. You can get for only $24 using the code PreMarket24, or the basic or elite. Those are our two monthly packages, the elite annual, which is our 1-year advanced payment option, or the elite platinum. If you really want to dive deep, this bundles the Peak Capital Bootcamp with 1-year subscription at the elite annual level. So it's really a great deal. It's not for the faint of heart, though. I will tell you, we recommend people have a few months of trading experience and really want to accelerate that trading journey. So go to pcapitaltrading.com if you want information on what the bootcamp is all about. And if you have questions, of course, you can always follow up with us. We'd be happy to answer them. But use the code Platinum when you're checking out if you want to take advantage of that elite platinum deal, which is a pretty good one. All right, so those are our membership options, and we can now go set some levels on the things we found and get ourselves ready for this Monday open.
Yeah, absolutely. And Andrew just sent me a message here on YouTube. He is going to go live for YouTube for about the first 30 minutes of the market. So guys, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube if you want to see Andrew trading live. We're at 100 likes. Our goal is usually 160, but I think to get Andrew to trade live, we got to get to at least 200. So let's do that, friends. Get to 200 likes over on YouTube, and we'll switch over to the room. We'll keep the stream going right on here, right on this channel. And then Andrew will be trading live for you guys this morning. So kind of give you an inside look of what it looks like in our community every single day through Andrew, Brian, Peter, Thor. I mean, everybody comes on here and trades live after Andrew. So hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Let's get some levels in place here. We have Mara, we have Tesla, we have Verizon, NVIDIA. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. And we have Apple as well. I added Microsoft as a secondary. Also, great daily here as well. I mean, there's a lot of stocks that look awesome. Look, this Microsoft looks great too. So thank you for mentioning over in chat. All right, let's start with Mara. So Bitcoin possibly in play today, this morning. Tons of volume here on Mara today. So looking forward to this making a couple of moves right now. High of the pre-market at the moment, 1712. So 1712 is going to be right up here. We'll mark that down. There it is, level there. And then above that, guys, we do have another level at 18. It's 57. And then above that, on the daily, you can see very clean 1971. That'll be a stretch to get to today unless things really get going here for the overall Bitcoin sector. As far as CLs, okay. Pick Wrestler, yeah, I'm not adding that one today, but you can look at it. I'm looking at Mara and a coin. You know, those are my two favorite ones. Mara looks better this morning, so keep an eye on that one. Low of the pre-market is just slightly above last trading day's high. That would have been Friday, so we're going to add that right on here at 1688. Looking at Tesla, man, this is my number one for today. This thing looks awesome. The volume on it, amazing, 4.3 and climbing. It is down 4% as well. So again, just a lot of movement on it today. Hitting 140. Who would have thought 140 on Tesla? That is your low of your pre-market there. High of the pre-market, 145.52. And we got to go back quite a bit here. Last time we've been around here would have been Is that July? What is this? It's actually December of the year here on the weekly chart. December 2022 looks like. So on the weekly, I'm going to look at 133.50. I'm also going to mark down 124. I mean, that's a stretch. 133.50 is the best next level on Tesla. And again, it wouldn't shock me now because this thing is just on a highway to hell at the moment, as you see this here. Verizon in play this morning. Typically not a great stock, but high of the pre-market 42.02. Above that, a couple of really good spots here, 42.43. And then obviously all the way up here at 42.96. Might actually be 43. Right where the price action is at the moment at 41.40. We are right in the middle of this gap. So we're smack in the middle of that. Before we get into the gap, we do have a 41.55 there. And we do have another level around 49.98. Might actually be 41. And you can see in the pre-market already, we've been flirting with these numbers here, 41.55 and 41 as well. You see the support, you see a little bit of resistance. So they are in play this morning. Towards the bottom, you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days, previous day close. I don't think you need to add anything else there for Verizon. Taking a look here at NVIDIA. NVIDIA this morning, great volume as well. This is another one of my favorites this morning. 784 is the high of the pre-market as you see there. And then towards the bottom, we're looking at 765 is the low of the pre-market right now. So big drop on this one on Friday. Same thing with SMCI. So if you like that one, both of them, again, had a huge drop on Friday. Both look worth looking at this morning. Heading to the left here on NVIDIA, we're going to look at 796.61. So we'll slam a level there. And then towards the bottom, we'll do another one over at 741.97. So we're surrounded pretty good here. Previous day close as well. I don't think you need to add anything. That looks pretty good. Here's Apple. Apple also not as much volume as the ones we have up here. I mean, look at Mara 1.5, Tesla 4.4, Verizon 1.3, NVIDIA 2.2. Apple only at 545,000. But I love the daily on this thing. I think it's worth having a look at it as well. So love the pre-market 165.22 and the high of the pre-market over at 166.36. So right there, just below Friday's or Thursday's low. So just below Thursday's low there on the pre-market high this morning. So there you have it. That is Apple for us today, guys. Again, there's quite a few here we could look at. Microsoft, AMD, and some other ones on our secondary list as well. Let's take a look at our moderates list. And Peter, anything you like so far that maybe we haven't touched on?
I like your camera, but you're frozen. Do you know that?
I am frozen.
Not
Yeah,
sure why.
battery must have died.
I seem to be moving.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Yeah.
All right.
I probably forgot to plug it
All
in.
right. So
yeah,
just so you know. Yeah, I mean, I think you from an actual stock ticker, you've covered all the ones that I was looking at. So yeah, we're good to go. I think we're going to get some good trades out of this. We'll see. I mean, the semis sector seems to be the most interesting place right now, and of course Tesla. Like I won't say the EV sector because pretty much all the EVs are horrible except Tesla. So it's Tesla and all the semiconductors, but that's primarily what I'm looking at. And then I'll try and keep an eye on Verizon and Snap and a couple others. You'll see that on my list when we get to it. And it's a weird Monday in that we actually have some IPOs. We almost never have IPOs on a Monday. And I've got 2 scheduled for today, which is a little odd.
Nice.
So we'll see if those actually happen. But yeah,
we'll see.
I'm looking forward to this week. Should be a good week.
Should be fun, man. Well, we will see for sure, guys. It's Andrew trading live here right after this. So normally I know we'll log off and we'll cut the feed here, but stay tuned over on YouTube. Andrew's going to be trading live. Make sure to hit that thumbs up as well as we get things rolling here. Our moderates list, we'll start with Thor. He's looking at the SPY, the Qs, Apple, and AMD. Also, his futures listed on there as well. Jared will be looking at Tesla and Nike for possible swing ideas. And then secondary list, SMCI for a credit as support. So we'll see what happens there. 2 IPOs for today or MFI and also a SPAC on there, YYGH. And your list, Peter, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, Verizon on the secondary, Apple as well, along with Snap. Paris looking at this morning, Tesla, NVIDIA, AMD, Meta, Amazon, and that's it for Paris there. And Avi's got a long list this morning. Amazon, AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA, looking for ORBs there, and then the overall market as well on there. And Avi was reporting that things were being heavily exaggerated with the floods out in out in Dubai. This is not as bad as it looks. He lives out there, so he gave us the insight of what's going on there. Megan looking at AMD, and Brian, the man of the hour. Happy birthday, my friend. Amazon AMD. Let's give Brian a big old birthday message there. Amazon, AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA, Lee, and Meta for our good buddy Brian this morning. All right, friends, let's get rock and rolling here. We're going to bring over Andrew. He's going to start connecting to the screen here, and we're going to bring him over. He's going to start trading, preparing to trade live with us. It's going to take me just a second to switch things over. Here is Andrew's list. He's looking at AMD, Tesla, and NVIDIA. So that's going to be on his list today, and he's going to be joining us here trading live. Okay, there he is. His camera's coming up.
That's great. We got Brian back from the south. We'll see how tanned he is, and or if he's got a tan at all. And of course, Andrew. So the two amigos back in the saddle. It's fantastic here on this what looks like a beautiful day in Vancouver. Looking out Andrew's window over his shoulder there. So. Awesome. All right. Well, looking forward to it. Everybody, make sure trade smart. Remember, you don't want to jump into anything unless it meets your strategy and your criteria. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow morning. Like we said, stay tuned. We've got Andrew trading live, which is going to be something new for all our friends on YouTube. So stick right here. Should be fun.
All right. Excellent. Andrew, whenever you're ready to connect, let me know. We'll check the volume, make sure YouTube is getting volume, and it's good to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, I got you. Let me turn this off here.
That is an awesome echo.
What's the news in Tesla? Gapping down another 4%.
All right, perfect. All right, we'll get video guys in a second now. So give me a second. We'll get video for Andrew.
What's the news?
Or bad news.
Or bad news?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Just another birthday.
Brian, do you think we can sell some puts on Tesla 120, or it's dangerous?
Wow. If we go that far down, I don't know what kind of premium you'd get.
Probably a lot of premium. Like the options market is not open, but I'm looking at 120 or 100 maybe, huh? Sell some puts. NVIDIA looks like a initial breakout. NVIDIA got destroyed on Friday. Destroyed.
Yeah. I was shorting calls during the session. I shorted 180 calls.
Jesus,
780.
getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Carlos, what are we doing? How are we doing in terms of things for YouTube Live? So what we want to do is actually we want to do a little bit of live streaming in the chat room, in the YouTube, some of our trades. So Carlos is trying to figure things out. Okay, so you're sharing the screen. I'm also having my phone if you need to text me. All right, YouTube guys, how are we doing? Chat room, how are you doing?
You had some great trades last week, eh?
Yeah, it was really good trading day. I had some really, really good trade. I really miss you though, Brian. I wish that we can actually trade together more often. I mean, last week it was really great. And
so I'm looking pretty pale here. I actually did get a bit of sun, but I'm not like I'm not like a laying on the beach guy, so I last about 10 minutes, and then I'm bored.
All right, so Carlos tried to figure this thing out. Nice. Thanks for staying, guys, on YouTube. Let's see you can get a really good scalp.
Gonzo.
I think NVIDIA is setting up for a nice big range breakout. I think it's now popping up 1.2%, potentially for a breakout. It got destroyed, but it may not really be.
I was in Nuevo Vallarta, which is near Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, so NVIDIA just absolutely, the selling was just relentless
brutal
on Friday. Yeah,
massive.
I just kept thinking, where's the bottom? But Tesla's popping up a bit here.
All right,
awesome. 10:24. Still got a few minutes. Yeah, Tesla just keeps dropping and dropping. So daily is just ugly.
How many times have you told me Tesla is overpriced? Nobody's listening to me.
I kept thinking about shorting it, but then I kept thinking, well, shorting Tesla can get you in trouble too. Wow, Tesla's just dropping hard here right now.
Yeah.
Amazon's dropping. Lee is popping up. I'm just kind of watching Lee to see if it's setting up for a rising devil. Maybe shorted at around 24.40, 24.50. Oh, they're just fooling around with the price. Amazon's price came right back up. There's a big bid at 140 on Tesla. It might go there.
Ah, shit, NVIDIA. Hopefully NVIDIA doesn't pop up. Wait at too fast.
NVIDIA is starting to move a bit here. Yeah, a bunch of asks above for 780, 785.
Tesla under 100. I think it's very possible that Tesla goes to 100. I don't know exactly the fundamentals of it, but looking at the weekly chart on Tesla, it was trading early last year all the way to 100. Nice, guys. Let's do it.
I think Meta is going to be interesting too.
Meta. Yeah, Meta is interesting too. Yeah, it looks like market is bouncing a little bit.
Except for Tesla.
I told you, Tesla is always giving you something to trade. It's like the guy who shows up with a six-pack when all the liquor stores are closed. It's always funny. Something. He always shows up something.
Not liking Lee. I'm not liking Lee. Would like to see more weakness right now, but it's showing strength. AMD could be getting ready to move as well. Here we go. Yeah, AMD's moving up. So people just seem to be chomping at the bit to buy here. Yeah, this Bitcoin halving thing is a thing, I guess. Bitcoin's up around $1,200, right, this morning. NVIDIA is up $20. Already, $19. Yeah, Tesla down 6. Man, Tesla's just fighting this bounce back. SPY in the Q is kind of not doing much right now. Been pretty much flatlining all day here, or all pre-market anyway. It's interesting.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Guys, thanks. Thanks. So 10 seconds to the open. 10 seconds to the open, guys.
Here we go.
All right, ding, 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 ding. Let's see what
Ding,
Tesla-
ding.
Huge beat at 140. Look at that. Look at that huge beat. It's gonna break the 140. There you go, D. It's gonna do. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Let's see. Let's see what Tesla doing. It's very volatile now. NVIDIA is also super, super volatile. Volume liquidity is great on NVIDIA as well. Well, we're gonna see. Nice. Let's see how it goes. Tesla might actually pop up. Give it a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm long AMD at 148.58. It's a lot of liquidity at 149 here.
Tesla 120 is gonna give us that. What do you think about setting some 120?
I don't know. I'd let it settle down a bit, see where it's going to go today. That's just what I would do, but it looks like it's dropping.
116 gives you $1. I sold 100 contracts of 116 on Tesla.
Selling, I'm just selling some AMD here, 148.75. I'm not sure. Let's see if it pops.
I sold at 116.
There's definitely a seller here at 148.80 on AMD. Giving me a little bit of concern. Yeah, see, I'm out of it, the rest of it. So that was kind of a break-even trade. It might go back up.
NVIDIA, I like NVIDIA. Let me see if you can get it long. Okay, NVIDIA long. What about one NVIDIA long? I'm gonna get NVIDIA long at, oh yeah, look at adding it more. Let's see it once 785. Nice. I'm long NVIDIA. I got 2 fills on that. The average is 781.74. Let's see if we can get to 785. That
it's right at a level where there could be some resistance.
Oh, there you go, guys. Pop. 785. Let's see one more. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now
Yeah, I
partially
go.
out, 86. It's very beautiful. I'm partialing out more on NVIDIA, guys. It's a great, great trade on NVIDIA.
I'm long with you on that one.
Nice, 780. Nice, partial more. There you go. That's such a beautiful trade, guys. Did anyone took that? Yes. Nice, guys. We took it very, very nicely, guys. Here it is, my position, guys. You can see it. I have 400 shares left. Already 6,000 up, 7,000 up. Nice. Nice, guys. Perfect. So how did I go to long? This is a pattern called opening range breakup. 1 minute opening range breakup. I told you that the NVIDIA looks really. Oh shit, it's dropping. Okay, so it's dropping.
Yeah.
So stop that on it. No. 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 Don't drop.
I had the pop and then kind of dropping cues. SPY is still looking weak.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a stop down on it. I got a little of a profit back. It might actually bounce back, but I got a little bit of profit back. NVIDIA is. I got a stop down on NVIDIA, guys. So that was a $4,000 profit.
Yeah, I managed to squeeze some out of NVIDIA too. But, yeah, kind of a reverse. Tesla looks like it's trying to hold here.
Nice, very nice, guys. All right, let's see what Avi is up to. What did Avi do? $5,000, Avi NVIDIA. Nice. That's very nice. All right, Tesla is coming back up. Let's get it long on Tesla, 140.88.
That's what I said. Tesla looked like it's bottoming there.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a long on Tesla at 140.66. 5 minutes looks like an engulfing. I'm long, guys, Tesla. So that's a 5 minute engulfing pattern. This is very, very nice. NVIDIA is also squeezing back up. Let's see if Tesla can go back to one of these moving average on 1 minute chart. That would be cool.
Yeah, let's see if we get 141 on Tesla.
141, pop up. I think now this is a 5 minute chart. It's called bullish engulfing. This is a very, very powerful pattern.
Nice.
I'm not guys, heavy size on Tesla, partially now 41.50. I took a huge size on Tesla. So
Yeah, I took a small size.
no, this is a very, very strong bullish pattern. Let's see if we can go to 142, 5 minute moving average. This is a very, very, very bullish pattern. So let's see if it hopefully doesn't stop me out of the break even. Let's see, hopefully it doesn't stop me at the break even. Potentially has this moving average on 1 minute chart, 141.60 is one thing. And then we have 142, around 142. So let's see if we're going to get there or not.
There we go. Nice. I'm just I'm selling a bit at 141.40.
Diamond hand. Come
Just
on,
want to
nice.
take them off. There
Pop,
we go.
yeah. Selling some guys.
Beauty.
5,000 shares,
Beauty.
guys. 5,000 shares left. NVIDIA is popping back up too as well. So
Yeah. Beauty. Yeah.
did anyone do Tesla too?
Yeah, Tesla put in a really nice sort of bottoming pattern there.
Nice. Nice. NVIDIA is popping up too again. So NVIDIA, very nice trade on NVIDIA. Long again. See Tesla.
Here we go.
All right, let's see if Tesla hopefully doesn't stop me out at the VWAP. If it doesn't stop me out, then we might actually get another run on it.
Excuse me.
Let's see. Come on, and the Tesla, don't stop me out at the break even, please. There's one big beat at 141, which is not great. But let's see.
Yeah, that's why I took some off. This see what happens here. Amazon had a nice pop up.
Nice, nice. How's the sound quality in the chat room, guys? Does it get the proper right microphone? Nice. Tesla 142. Hopefully we can get that.
Here we go.
Go ahead, guys.
You
5,000.
Don't get mad. I sold some more. 141.80.
It's gonna break to 142. I'm sure I'm gonna see that.
There is a little. Yeah, there is liquidity there. Yeah.
Big ask. Yeah, come on. Yeah, liquidity as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Huge ask. Look at that. 142 is 500 lot. There you go. Sold more. I have 4,000 shares left. This is my piano position, guys. This is how professional trading is. Just want to specifically show it to the chat room, to the YouTube guys that we did live in the chat room. See, just still have 2,700 shares.
Yeah, just sold some through 142.
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice. We're still range bound on the Qs and the SPY here. SPY is actually looking a little bearish. Dropped at the open, and now we're struggling to move back up through some of those moving averages. Still got a large bidder on Tesla at 142.50.
Nice. Yeah, could be a good place to add on Tesla. That would be really, really nice.
Yeah, I just added some back at 141.87.
Yeah. Also, guys,
Selling.
remember I sold Tesla puts at 116.
Just selling. Yeah,
for end of
selling.
this week, April 26th, so in 4 days. So I don't think Tesla is going to drop another 20%. So we'll see.
Here we go.
Nice.
Sold some of that ad. Yeah, AMD looks ready to break out too, eh?
AMD looks like to break up 149. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, AMD break up 149, break up high of the day, going toward. There you go. NVIDIA is going. It looks like it's going to. Oh, beautiful Tesla. Oof, look at that. Partial 142.50, guys. It's great. Great trading day. Woo, NVIDIA is going up too. Nice. NVIDIA would be a nice breakout too if you would have traded that.
Yeah.
That is how we trade, guys.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. Avi, how much did you make? Sure, Avi.
Good call out on AMD too, Jared. Nice one.
Avi did $5,000, woke up on $5,000. Tesla is going to go to 143. NVIDIA popped up too. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you so much. That was great trading day. I don't think I'm going to take any other new trade, guys. I'm getting out more on Tesla. I don't think I'm going to take any other trade. I'm like up $20,000 so far. So that is pretty awesome. NVIDIA popped up too. It's such a great day. Easy, so easy. Very, very easy.
Yeah, Tesla gave a really nice bottoming signal there. That was a great opportunity to get in there. Through just 139, they seem to want to hold it there.
Wow, NVIDIA is popping up too. So NVIDIA did a really, really nice PPC the pattern as well. Wow, 790.
Yes, sir.
Nice. That's amazing. Did anyone took NVIDIA again?
I slipped a couple options in there. I couldn't let Avi have all the fun.
That is amazing. AMD is bullish engulfing. No, I'm done with my day. I don't want to take out any trade. NVIDIA also, that's a bullish engulfing. I'm done with my day. I'm really, really done with my day. Tesla is going up. Again, the Tesla that I sold at $1, I sold 100 contract. By the end of the week, I'm going to get $10,000 out of that. It seems that Tesla is really ripping back up, so I don't think it's going to go to 160. So I sold 100 contracts right at the open. When it's gapping down, the premiums go up because volatility goes up. So I became the insurance. So I sold the puts And worst case scenario, I would have assigned 10,000 shares of Tesla, which is fine, at 116. I think Tesla fair price between 100 to 120 is a good price. That's why I sold this at this. So as you see, as the price of the Tesla goes up, the value of puts is going lower and lower and lower because I'm short them. So I make more money. So now I have 1,000 shares of Tesla. Let's sell some here at 140.27. Yeah, so that turned out to be such an amazing day. So tomorrow there is Tesla earnings, so that's okay. We'll hold it. I mean, again, there's another 30% down. I don't know what's the expected move on Tesla right now.
That's a good question.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be over 30%. So you got to be careful. That's a good point. You got to be really careful when they're. But again, you can also see the expected volatility of Qs are ripping. That's nice. Wow, Qs are ripping. That's amazing.
Yeah, there goes. I'm long. So I'm still long some NVIDIA puts or calls here. Wow, they're doing well. Avi, you still have some calls? Nice. Yeah,
Right.
AMD is ripping. Yeah, that was a nice trade too. Yeah, 150.
I was great trading day, man. It was great trading day. Look at that.
Yeah.
I should have added on Tesla, man. I should have added on Tesla. Nice.
I think NVIDIA is probably going to go back through 800 here. That's what I'm hoping for.
NVIDIA to 800. Yeah, NVIDIA would have been a very nice trade as well. Tesla is going to go to S4 at 143.78. So partial, another 100 shares here. Turned out to be amazing trading day, guys. So that's how we kill the markets.
Yes. That's how we do it.
What about the Bitcoin? 66,000, oil at 81.
Look at that nice bottoming pattern on Tesla. See why I got interested in it right on that 1 minute chart. You could see it just kept bouncing off that 139 level, and then it just ripped. Look at your 1 minute chart.
On what?
On Tesla, when you got up there now. See how it just kept holding at 139 right at the open? Right in the first couple minutes there. Just kept holding 139. That's kind of why I got interested in it. Yeah, Paris was watching, and I'm sure he would have seen the level 2 buyers there.
Absolutely amazing, guys. I'm so happy that we did such a nice trading day. I hope we're going to get this all the time.
Yeah, this was a really, really good day. Look at NVIDIA's trying to rip here. AMD is going through 150 for sure, almost for sure. They keep front running it a bit. See what it does on this dip here.
Yeah, I'm getting out more on Tesla at 144. Who would have thought? And the Tesla
Yeah.
puts that I sold, guys, now I'm up $1,100 on them. So if it keeps going, by the end of the week, it's going to be $10,000. So that's that would kind of. Oh, look at the huge ask at 144. Oof, there you go, popped up. This is actually really good because we get this one all live as well. We also, guys, published a new complete module on trading based on level 2. One of our traders made that. I'm going to send an email on the education center. Yeah, Tesla's going up. I don't think Tesla is going to drop below 140. This is super strong. So those puts are going to be very profitable. Happy birthday, Brian. I hope that every day is your birthday like this.
This was a good gift. Who spilled the beans? Was it I'm guessing it was Megan. Oh. Carlos. Oh, it was Carlos. Oh, okay. There you go.
Faris, what did you do? Faris trade shorted Meta. Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking at Meta right now. I was thinking Meta was going to be strong, but it's been pretty weak. It's making lower highs, every push back up. Okay, see, it's always the women. The women keep track of birthdays. I had a friend who called me last night, wished me happy birthday, and I said, "Oh man, I didn't realize you were keeping track." And he goes, "Well, it wasn't. It was my wife told me." So, yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is. Women like to keep track of dates. It's just what they do, and we love them for it. Yeah, for sure. Well, AMD is now rolling over a bit here. At least the SPY bounced back up. Okay, well, I'm selling a little more Tesla 144 and change. I'm pretty much out of it right now. Got a couple shares left. Paris, are you still short? Are you still short in Meta? Okay, I figured you would be.
Nice. I'm getting out a little bit more on Tesla. Tesla might get to 145. So these are cash secured. Yeah, these are cash secured. These are cash secured tests. Yeah, I'm already up 20% up them $2,000. I think I'm gonna hold it all the way to the Friday and just let them expire. I don't think Tesla for the earning tomorrow dropped 30%. That's a huge expected move. You can see the expected move. Jared, what's the expected move for Tesla earning?
I can take a look.
Plus minus 16%. So see, it's I'm kind of safe. $16, 16%, which kind of safe.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, so $16 means 10% up and down potential. So
well, it's either it's $10 up or down from this price here. Oh, it's 16? So I'm looking at, oh, yeah, I'm looking at wrong expiry here. Let's see. Wow, Tesla or AMD really rolled over. Everything's kind of rolling over right now. Meta's still looking weak. Meta's heading back to PDC here.
Oh, AMD is dropping too. So I did 116 right at the open. I wanted to actually go to a little bit lower, 110, but by mistake I pressed 116.
Interesting.
You shorted the Tesla calls. Yeah, the naked calls and sells, you got to be careful when you're doing it naked. You got to be ready to get assigned if it's cash secured. So Tesla 110, 116, if I assign, I'll so 116, I collected $1 premium. So it means that if I assign, is my average is at 115. Tesla 115 is a good price. I'll sit on it. All right, so SPY is bouncing back. Market is kind of making some stuff. Tesla, super great. So
yeah, Tesla was a really nice. That was my best trade.
yeah, my best trade as well. This 5-minute bullish engulfing, guys, this is a very, very bullish pattern. And I got it right at the VWAP. So this is just a perfect example of a really good 5-minute bullish engulfing pattern. So I'm actually very, very proud. Miners are on the move too. Yeah, I can see the miners hitting the scanner. Let's see what coin is doing. Yeah, coin is up 7%. The cryptos are on the move.
Man, I'm choked. I forgot. I missed this trade on GL, this Globe Life. They had a big downgrade by some thing called a fuzzy panda. It was so hokey. But it's coming back up now. These downgrades never stick, especially by fuzzy pandas. So Lee actually came back it's trading above the VWAP. Oh yeah, really? MicroStrategies? Yeah, MicroStrategies really ripping this morning. Wow, what a bounce on that. I'm sure the options are crazy expensive. The end of the week 1350s on MicroStrategies, that's 25 bucks above where it is right now, or they're like $70. So it's implying another $100 move from here. Of course, it's already up 100 for 50 bucks today. Crazy. All right. Meta still looking weak. Meta bounced back up to the 9 EMA. Rejected. Now it's pulling back again. See what it does. I don't know. Tesla's done sort of, it pulled back. It did it actually at 920. Didn't notice that. Back right around 10 o'clock, did a 920. And now it's back down through the 9 and off the 20 again. So I'm, I don't know. AMD's looking weak. Let's see if we can tighten this up. What's the book look like on Tesla? We seem to be kind of settling into a bit of a range trading right now. AMD could be heading back to PDC here. Good morning, Paris.
Hey, Brian. Good morning.
How are you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Man,
Brian.
I didn't know you had other talents. You're a singer too. My God.
Not at all. People run away when I sing.
Yeah, what a voice. There you go.
Hey guys, I had a pretty good day. Uh, I traded Tesla and I traded Meta. But how was your vacation, Brian?
No, it was good. We wanted to every morning. It was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 tee off time, which was right when the market opened. So it forced me not to trade. And then the other 2 days, 3 days, the guy I was with kept wanting to go for breakfast fairly early. So yeah, it was a lot of. It was good. We had a good time, relaxing. I mean, it's not. I kind of like to do more kind of vacations that, like, less tame than Andrew, but like my one of my best vacations was like hiking the Inca Trail. Something that's kind of what I and exploring other places. Not so much hanging around a resort, but it was okay. It was
Very
good.
nice. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, you always need that time.
Yeah. Well, it was just nice to disconnect a little bit. Friday, I did trade. I did trade NVIDIA. I was shorting calls as it kept dropping, so I did get a chance to trade that a bit. Look at Tesla dropping here.
Yeah, Tesla, man, I missed the long on it. I made money on the short side. I made a 2 point move on Tesla
Mhm.
and I got stopped out at break even. So, uh, but I was trading Meta
Yeah.
when Tesla squeezed, and I couldn't flip my position that quickly. But Meta turned out to be really nice, and I'm currently short Spy too. So I'm currently where is Spy? So I'm short Spy from 498, uh, and I'm looking for the low of the day. The Spy. Let's see if it breaks the lows, comes below the VWAP, and see if it breaks. Market itself is in play, but we'll see. This is the area it is holding 497.50, and see if the market gives us a continuation on the downside. My stop loss above 498.25. Uh, so that would be my trade. But
Yeah.
what is Meta doing? Oh, Meta came to
Mm.
PDC.
Yeah, it did. It bounced right off there. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for a while. I want to see what the market does before I decide to short puts or calls, the 0 DTEs for the day.
Nice. Yeah, I missed the long on Tesla, but I think one thing that I really need to learn is how to flip my positions very quickly. So SPY doesn't look like it wants to go down.
No, it came down to sort of close to a pre-market low here and bounced. Just for yeah, it's just kind of holding the VWAP right now. The SPY,
Yeah,
the Qs are just kind of chopping around the VWAP. So yeah, it just seems like probably well, obviously some technical damage done last week with all the selling. Probably people kind of sitting on their hands. Maybe sellers have kind of dried up a little bit, but there's kind of a buyer strike going on. Push the market higher. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything I'm keen on trading at the moment. Amazon's
yeah.
looking weak.
Amazon is looking weak. Yeah, I had Amazon in my watch list too. I was long biased on it. I didn't trade Amazon, but SPY I'm thinking of adding more. SPY doesn't have a buying volume coming in yet. So if the
No.
buying volume is not coming in, it needs to go down. So let's see if it. I'm gonna wait for it to see. Yeah, the buying volume now tries to kick in. Let's see. Okay, I'm adding more here. Short on SPY 498. Wow, what a nice drop. Uh,
Yeah.
but now it needs to continue going down. It should not hold here. Yeah, drop, 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 drop. Beauty, beauty. Let's see. Drop the VWAP this time. I would like to see you drop the VWAP on SPY. Very nice, very nice. Taking some partials.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Beauty. SPY. What a drop. SPY. Not nice. Wow. Beauty worked out perfectly. Literally within every single time. 5-10 cents rest to make 50 cents. That's what you need.
Yeah, nice.
I think Meta has a chance to break the PDC. So Meta is looking interesting too.
Maybe getting some buying here on the AMD and NVIDIA. Oh, Qs seem to be wanting to drop here.
Qs are wanting to drop. SPY also feels like it wants to drop. I'm thinking low of the day is possible on SPY. I'll be watching for that.
Yeah.
Amazon is weak. Tesla is trying to
Yeah.
bounce.
Tesla's tried to hold the VWAP, but yeah, Amazon's looking really weak. Amazon's testing pre-market low here.
I think Tesla has a chance to give back entire gains of today. I think Tesla has
Yeah.
still. I think it's a short more than a long, but you never know. The buyers were.
I think those. I'd be. I'm never a guy that really likes to hold any kind of position through an earnings call and make a bet on an earnings call.
Yeah.
That options trade. Hopefully, it'll work out for Andrew.
Yeah, and I think he has a very good question.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to see things move. A couple standard deviations on an option or on a earnings call. So, but anyway, hopefully it'll work out. I did do a trade on AMD because the premiums were just so rich, and I was so far out of the money, and it worked out. But it's not. It's sort of I kind of broke my rule there.
So SPY is dropping, guys. Nice. What a
nice.
drop on SPY.
Yeah, I just bought some puts.
So these are
SPY.
usually the times where when the market you have a good market volatility, you can trade the market. And these are the times you won't see me trade SPY a lot, but when the market itself is in play, you can actually trade the market. So
Yep.
and what is Meta doing? Oh, Meta 480. Nice. So Meta is at 480, guys. Okay. Took some off there. I'm only holding final 20% of my position right now. PDC was my initial final, most target. SPY was bounced.
Yeah, that was a good trade on SPY. Just 10 contracts, $100. That was easy.
Yeah, I would have added
And
more here. We'll see. On Meta has a news today, I think. So Apple was asked by the Chinese government to remove all the remove WhatsApp and Threads and all of that for a national security concern. And it did not make sense for a stock to gap up with that news.
yeah,
And that's the whole reason why I was short biased on Meta than long biased, and that's why I want to use that. Yeah, but it did not give me in the price action. Price action, this was like it needs to be sell off more. And if it was last week, really, Jatin, maybe that's the reason it did not have a lot of volume. Because I was reading the Hammerstone early outlook. Ah, nice Meta, very nice. Adding more. Taking profits more. Oh, Spy 2, very nice. Spy dropped.
right on.
So if it was last week, it shouldn't have come up this week. So this is so 497. Ah, nice. Spy, guys, Spy. What a move.
Let's
Quickly,
see.
So if you look at this, I usually watch this early outlook. There was a news about Apple. This one moves WhatsApp and Threads on the government orders, Chinese cyberspace, national security concern for Meta, and that's why I kept Meta because it was in a right area spot for a short. But yeah, if it was last week, then I don't know. I love you. So now the Spy is going to. Oh, okay, so we were live on YouTube. uh, awesome, guys. Yes, bye, YouTube guys. I hope you get some idea on how things happen in the chat room, and hope you have a great
Yeah.
trading day.
Yep. Cheers.
Nice. So now Spy.